Welcome back to another edition of Can You Fix It? Today we are replacing an over-the-range microwave. This unit right here is the one that has went out. As you can see, not that old. And it was right here in this spot. So, it's pretty simple to get these down. This was the old one that was there. As you can see, it's almost identical. It's got a couple of extra tabs here on the bottom that it hooks into. And then there was 2 screws up in the top. And it was these screws right here. And you just want to make sure those are lined up perfect when you get ready to go back in. If for some reason you have an exhaust duct that goes out the wall, okay, I'm going to show you something. This right here, you have to take this loose and it's got to be pointing out the wall, and you got to take that off and you'll have to knock those tabs out. And this blower's got a opening on the front of it, and if it's going out the wall, the air blowers have to be coming out of this. If it's going up, these have to be facing up. Ours is recirculating, so it's blowing it back through this forward vent right here. Anyways, I'm going to put this back together and I'll show you in a second, but whenever we get ready to put this new one on there. Like I said, those 2 little tabs that are on each wing, they fit up in that slot right there and this slot right here. They are not going in these slots. These slots are for a different mountain style for this RV model that we're trying to replace. Those 2 little slots, that one right there, this one right here. I'm going to turn around and get this thing positioned and we'll have it up in no time. Those fit directly on those tabs that are on that new bracket. And then once you get that on there, somebody will have to help you hold it from the front while you start the screws. The screws go directly into those holes right there. It's not that complicated. However, it's a 2-person job, and all you really need is a Phillips head screwdriver and a set of pliers if you got to pull those brackets out. All right, one other thing I want to point out, where these top mounting screws, they're going to go down in here like so. So one thing you might want to check is when you get it up there, you need to make sure, see these holes that are pre-drilled? There's one, there's one. You could possibly have to get a drill bit and make a new hole, because this is the width on the old one and this is the width on the new one. So take a tape measure, see if that is in the right spot before you try fighting and getting that thing up there, or you're going to be pulling it back off. Every microwave comes with an upper cabinet template, and it's going to show exactly where the upper header screws have to come from. So I've already put this thing up there. Here's your center, or there's your center line for your bracket. And what you got to do is you got to measure up here and put 2 lines, and that's where the edges of this paper are going to go, just like this. And once you get that up there, I had it taped. I drilled my holes straight through the wood up into the top, so we'll have a path for these screws to get down, because that's basically what's got to happen. These have to come down from up top and go directly into this right here, and then just make sure you don't mix the threads up on it, so it's going to go into that. All right, we'll have it mounted. I'm going to take this thing, hinge it on those 2 tabs, try to put pressure on this while we get these 2 screws started in from the top. Folks, as you can see, we got it mounted really nice and flush. Like I just explained before, those 2 tabs, it hinges, so you're going to set it on there, and that gives you the ability, you don't have to put all your weight underneath it. I mean, yes, you got to support it, but once you get it hinged on those tabs, you can have somebody hold the pressure on this, and then you start your screws from in. See those screws right there? That's exactly what just took place. Was we had to basically put those screws through there, and that template mounted perfect the first time. So really critical. Make sure whenever you're changing this out, regardless if you're swapping the exact model out, sometimes models change and the bolts are in different places, so make sure you put that upper cabinet template in, and it'll go in like a breeze. So I'm going to show you real quick how easy it is to time cook, 25, start. We're back in business with a microwave. And it took us probably about an hour. I started at around 8:30, 8:45. It's 9:45 now. That means an hour to take the old one down, put the template up, drill the new holes, get the new one in, power on, and we're cooking. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this edition of Can You Fix It? Inside microwave. We had an Insignia model that was discontinued, so we went with a GE. Both of them were 1.6 cubic feet. Ventless microwave oven. So thank you so much again. Appreciate y'all watching.
Summer